Someone get your phones out right now, everybody. You get your phones out right. This is illegal. You cannot do this. This is a public meeting, sir.
Welcome to Dixmoor, Illinois. This was me this past Thursday as I was at a public meeting at one of the schools, and apparently the superintendent ordered me to be removed because he didn't want me at the meeting, which I had a right to be at. The police did not charge me with anything, even though they threw me in a jail cell for 20 minutes. So imagine if I'm treated this way as a public resident, how are some of these parents' children being treated in District 147 in Dixmoor? More to come. And I just thought they're trying to throw me out, and I just told them that you requested me, which I thought they probably would. So that is not correct, and that is not legal.
Okay.
Yeah, that is not legal, and you're on video right now.
Okay.
No problem. Excuse us. All right. Thank you.
I can't believe you would try to pull that after what happened at Monday's meeting, and you guys would still try to pull this stuff? Extremely rude and illegal. Hi, everybody. Okay, everybody. So I'm here at Parks School in Dixmoor, and I know they're threatening to throw me out already because they don't want any outside involvement at all. They definitely don't like me. But yeah, this is great. So this is a meeting where I was requested to just check out what's happening, and this is parents. They're centered on the bilingual parent support for the district. So, you know, hopefully it goes positively, but like I said, I have already been threatened once to be thrown out by one of the administrators, so we'll see. Hopefully they leave me alone. This is a public meeting, and I was invited, and I'm a Harvey resident, so this shouldn't be an issue, but just wanted to let you all know and put this all online so everybody can see what's going on. So here we go. Yeah, actually nice little library. Lots of nice light in here. I like that. And then the administrator that was threatening me, I don't see her right. Oh, okay, there she is right there, yeah. So she is right there. She's the one that was threatening to throw me out and says security's gonna come. So we'll see. We shall see. I figured they would try to do that after Monday.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't believe this board. They're crazy.
Why you say?
Why are they so crazy?
No, but why?
Oh, why are they threatening to throw me out?
Yeah.
She said it's not a public meeting. I said it is, and I was requested to be here by parents. Plus, I live in Harvey. So I just don't understand the issue, but I'm just letting you know they're going to try to threaten me. And like I said, it's a public meeting, so.
Unfortunately, man, we gotta, he has to leave.
Oh, this is a public meeting, and I was requested by parents, and I live in Harvey.
I understand, man. I understand.
I live in Harvey, yes. So would you like to state your names? This is Facebook Live. So they're trying to throw me out of a public meeting at the Dixmoor School District 147. Look, see all these people's faces. They're watching live right now. And I have another resident who will be on her way. I can call her again, too. She's running for the board because she knows the BS you guys try to pull. You try to intimidate your Hispanic parents. You can't intimidate me. We have a right to be here publicly. This is a public meeting. Sorry, I didn't want to talk over you, but yeah. No, this is live. This is a public meeting. If you're here, you are in a public place at a public. This is your notice to serve. You are on camera. This is a public meeting in a public place. So if you don't want to be seen, then I suggest you leave. We pay the money for this school. We pay your salary. So this is our meeting.
Go ahead and come on closer if you'd like. That's okay. Does anybody else kind of wants to come in? ¿Pueden venir a sentar aquí? So, I'm going to be speaking mostly in English, but Araceli, you're going to help translate. Is that correct?
Yes, I will do Spanish. Ahorita nomás quiero también un anuncio. Si los niños quieren ir tenemos cuidado para los niños para que ustedes se enfoquen. So, todos los niños, por favor, vayan con el escuela. A los otros salos van a ver una película, van a colorear, cositas así, ¿ok? Vayan con el te van a ver una película, ¿verdad? ¿Acá vienen juguetes? Okay, so then, sí, ella va a compartir la información en inglés y yo la voy a traducir, ¿ok?
Perfect. So, our presentation today is really on ways that family members, caregivers, parents, moms, dads, grandparents can learn, nurture, and advocate for their children. So I'm really going to be talking about how you can connect between
Abuelos, padres, tíos, lo que sea, cómo pueden involucrarse en la educación de los niños y abogar y defender los derechos como estudiantes.
I also want to just preface this by saying I am bilingual. I speak English and Spanish, but English is certainly my first language, which is why I have somebody here helping to interpret. However, I do speak Spanish. I'm just not completely fluent.
Y nomás quiero dejarles saber que ella es bilingüe, habla inglés y español, pero su preferencia es inglés, se siente más fluido, ya que su español dice no es tan fluido como alguien que sea nativo de habla hispana.
Okay. And so what we're going to just kind of talk about today we're just going to do some quick introductions. I just want to check in with you. I want to talk about some stages of engagement, just kind of identifying where you are in your readiness level to engage with schools and in your community. We'll talk a little bit about know your rights. So I know there's been a lot of talk on the news and communities about immigration enforcement, so I want to just give us a little bit of information about that as well and give you some resources. And then also I want to just make some time for
para comunicarse o tener comunicación directa con la escuela y también va a estar
specialist. I work at an organization called the Illinois Resource Center. We are administrators around how to support multilingual learners, how to support multilingual immigrant families and students. So this I think I can say. Me llamo Alicia. Soy una especialista de educación. Trabajo con una organización que se llama el Illinois Resource Center, o los recursos, el Centro de Recursos de Illinois. Mi organización primeramente ayuda a los maestros, directores, personas que trabajan en las escuelas para proveer desarrollo profesional o entrenamientos a los maestros, directores, personas que trabajan en las escuelas de cómo ayudar a estudiantes multilingües y familias migrantes. ¿Estuvo bien? Education teacher, I've been a bilingual teacher. He estado maestra por muchos años, maestra de
también ella es madre, tiene dos niños que tienen 9 y 11 años, o la mantienen ocupada.
dos niños muy activos. ¿Quién aquí tiene niños muy activos? Right? I am also a DEI facilitator and advocate. So I am a SEED leader. SEED is part of a project called the National SEED Project. It stands for Seeking Educational Equity and Diversity. And so actually my SEED co-facilitator Sylvia is here today, and we run SEED meetings for educators, people in the community, to help raise awareness around the importance of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives.
So ella también facilita cursos de diversidad, inclusividad, inclusividad. Y Sylvia, que está también aquí, es su compañera. So hacen trabajo juntas con la organización de sí.
Exactly. I am also a first generation Japanese American. So I will tell you a quick story. My mother immigrated here from Japan shortly before I was born. She was born and raised in a community called Nagasaki, which is where the bomb was dropped in Japan. And so my mother growing up had a lot of health issues. She was in and out of the hospital for a good portion of her life. And the doctors feel that it has to do with the radiation poisoning from the bomb. And because of that, I spent a lot of time, I was raised in a Latin community. Some of you may know it's just across the street, Blue Island. How many of you know Blue Island? Anybody? Couple people, right? Yeah. We were together. Right. And so I was born and raised in Blue Island in a predominantly Latin community, which is where I learned Spanish.
So ella dice que es la primera generación, su descendencia es japonesa americana. Sus padres se mudaron aquí cuando pasó lo de las bombas. Ella vivía en Nagasaki, que es el lugar donde pusieron las bombas. Y siente que desde allí su mamá tenía problemas médicos, estaba dentro y fuera del hospital continuamente. Y creció en una comunidad latina que es Blue Island. Soy por bastante tiempo también ahí. Y se puede relacionar con la comunidad hispana muy bien.
Y así es como aprendí el español. Casi todos mis vecinos, mis amigos de niñez hablaban español. Y entonces yo dije, pues yo quiero también entender lo que están diciendo mis amigos y sus familias. Entonces así aprendí. También en la secundaria también estudié. Unfortunately, I am bilingual English-Spanish, but I do not speak Japanese. And well, I should say I speak a little bit. I speak a little bit of Japanese, but not nearly as much as I do Spanish. And that is because when I was in preschool, the teachers in my school told my mom, listen, in the United States, we only speak English here, right? And she will be behind in school. She will, suffer academically. She'll have problems getting along with her classmates and understanding her teachers. So it's best to only speak to her in English. Don't speak to her in Japanese at home. And there was not a big Japanese community. How many Japanese-speaking people do you all know, right? There's not a whole lot here in the South Suburbs. And so my mother raised me only speaking English.
So, desafortunadamente ella no perdió su idioma japonés. Entrando a la escuela aquí le dijeron a su mamá que para evitar cualquier retraso académico y para que se llevara mejor con sus compañeros y entendiera todo más académicamente, era importante hablar solamente en inglés. Y desde ahí pues solamente se dedicó a inglés, ya más grande aprendió lo de español, pero es así que habla entonces inglés y español.
And that's the reason why I went into multilingual education to begin with, is because I feel so strongly that it's so important that families keep our identities and our cultures and our languages, and that we pass those on to our children. I feel so strongly that this is the best.
Entre más idiomas mejor, entonces para ella es muy importante ser multilingüe.
Es el mejor regalo que ustedes pueden regalar a sus hijos, es ser bilingües. Les van a dar a sus niños tantas oportunidades si pueden ser bilingües. Entonces, animo a ustedes a continuar hablando a sus niños en casa en su idioma latino, porque es tan importante. Yo tengo familia en Japón. Yo voy a Japón en el mes que entra. So I'm going to be going back to Japan to visit family next month. So in just 3 more weeks. It's like 27 days and counting. And so, because I want my children to understand where they came from and to pick up the language.
Ella quiere que sus hijos entiendan de dónde ella viene, su cultura, tradiciones y todo eso.
So I feel so strongly about just native language, culture, and how important it is that we maintain that. Because being the first generation that's lost my family's language, it's really hard. I can't even explain to you how hard it is when I go to Japan, needing translators, needing interpreters to speak to my own family members. I have a sister, I have uncles, I have aunts, I have cousins, and I cannot speak to them without a translator.
So ella que cree que es muy importante mantener la cultura, la tradición, el idioma nativo. Dice que ahora que va a viajar a Japón se siente, digamos, de cierta manera apenada porque mira que está pidiendo que alguien le esté interpretando cuando ella podría haber hablado ese idioma también. Y lo perdió para venir aquí.
Okay, so for me, I believe that there are 3 different levels or stages of engagement. And I really am adapting this from Young Chan Han's research around the stages of parent involvement in immigrant families.
So ella dice que hay 3 etapas de interacción o comunicación con las escuelas.
Basic level is learning. Okay, so if you're not ready to really be actively engaged yet, that's okay. That's okay. If you're just getting started and getting to know school systems and navigating school systems, your role right now is to learn as much as you possibly can about school systems and about community systems.
So dice que cada uno puede ser en diferentes niveles. Hay algunos que quizás no están listos para ser, digamos, el presidente del comité de padres y tutores bilingües. Pero quizás están en una etapa de aprendizaje. So, la primera etapa es esta de aprender.
After this, I'm covering the public meeting.
I kind of need to talk to you right now.
Well, I'm covering the public meeting right now. Would you like to say anything?
Yeah, I would. So, my name is Detective Thomas, right, Dixmoor Police Department. This is a parent meeting, and I was just informed by the superintendent that you're not allowed to be here.
Right, and that's not right, though, because I was requested by district parents. This is one of the district parents who's my neighbor. I also live here.
Okay, that's fine. He's the actual parent, though. Okay.
And I'm a
he's-
taxpayer. I have a right to be here.
He's allowed to be here.
No, we
It's
won't
okay. So what we'll do is we'll talk about this out here. Okay.
No, I'm going to stay right here.
So what I'm telling you is. we're
No,
gonna talk
sir.
about-
Stop getting your phones out right now, everybody. You get your phones out, right? This is illegal. You cannot do this. This is a public meeting, sir. Get your phones out, please, and take this. I'm going to sue you. You are violating my rights. You are violating my rights and being hard on me. Get your phones out and cover this now. You are violating my rights.
¿Vamos o nos quedamos? Pues es que... Ok. Ok. Ups.